Hello, right, I am back with the 104 Scrawlrbox from April this year. Ready to do the challenge. I think the prompt was hodge-podge, am I remembering that right? Yep. Sorry it's a bit late, had a bit of a hectic month. My poor little cat had some surgery and some other life stuff, so just getting around to it now, but I'm looking forward to this one. I like the prompt, so we shall get stuck in. Let's get got these Inktense pencils, nice, really cool range of colours, I think. The gouache, mine was a bit faulty. I don't know if you saw my unboxing, so I think that's this one. Yeah, you can see it looks like PVA glue. But I got in touch with Scrawlrbox and they very kindly sent me a replacement, which you can see already looks loads better. So got that to be working with. And some paper, that'll probably help, wouldn't it? So I am going to sort of cheat, in inverted commas, and employ the use of a pencil. Got this ancient one, but it's a 2H. Which is quite nice for watercolour stuff because it doesn't smudge too much, and then you can get quite light lines with it. So that's what we'll be using. Right, I haven't given this too much thought. I'm just going to draw some stuff, a hodgepodge, some things that I use a lot. So how many colours have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It says 6 on the box. Right. I just start with a little watercolour palette, I think. Here's where a brush might live. They're not half pans, are they? Hopefully you can see what I'm drawing. Can you? I'm trying to look at the... No, you can't really, can you? So maybe if I just do this little sketch off camera and then come back and show you, because it's quite hard to see what's going on from that distance. So let me pause and I'll be back with a drawing. Right, there we go, drawn a little sketch. Hopefully you can see that when I hold it a bit closer. Probably help if I stop wibbling it about. So yeah, I'm going to start adding some colour. I think we'll do... I've done 6 colours there, but... I'm going to do sort of straight pencil and then add some water and try and use them in different ways as well. We shall see. This is the darkest one I got. I think I need to use this for the white, contradictory as that sounds. Might actually add the water to that now. I'm going to use another brush that I got in a different Scrawlrbox because that's too thin for. Well, it's not. I could make it work, I suppose. I'm just cloth, I think. Looks like a rainbow threw up on it. Just want to get this sort of outline done and dried so that it's not going to play up too much when I want to do stuff later. I think, if I remember rightly, these ink tents, once they're dry, so not like watercolour pencils where you can sort of reactivate them repeatedly. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? This coffee cup. Maybe I'll do this. I'm going to need a pencil sharpener. Get this. This is my mouse. Get this done. Because I do spend rather a lot of time on my computer. I can rub that out, just gone over the line. Oh, it does rub out a bit, that's always handy. Bit of an iffy looking mouse, isn't it? How can I make this a bit more black rather than blue? Add a bit of brown, see how that mixes up. Too late now, it doesn't work, isn't it? And I might get that painted in as well. Leave the buttons more. Go over that with some more brown or something in a bit. Made a bit of a mess, that cable. Oh well, I guess that's the look we're going for. I really want to add a fine liner or something to this, but I don't think that'd be a bit too cheeky. Cheeky or cheaty? Both probably. This is my coffee, because I've got to have a coffee. little bit of the blue, try and create some shadow. I'm hoping it will look a bit purple, but the blue is quite dark, so we shall see. And I'm going to get this painted, or add water to this before I do the actual coffee, because I want them to be very separate. Got a nice brown for the coffee. That's quite a nice purple. The blue's dominating though, for sure. I'm going to get the blue off the brush before I take it into the sort of pinker bits, but I think that looks okay. Might draw some little flowers or something on that in a bit. Right, what now? I'm going to use some of this green for my lip balm. Can have a green canister. Is that what you call it? Canister? Probably not. I haven't had that yet. Maybe just. Maybe the middle pink, like the lip balm's got a bit of colour or something. But need to leave that to dry. What about this book? Let's do this book. We've got this. I might use my pencil for this bit. That was cheating, isn't it? I have to go over it with that. I want to leave those lines around the outside, kind of sketchy rather than painted, but let's get a bit of, oh, too blue, too blue. Get a bit of colour on the pages, and I will draw some little lines on that in a bit. It's dry, yeah, that's dry, so I might do these bits and make them, want them really solid blocks of colour. Oh, but I don't mix them by accident. I'll make it look like this being used a bit. Pencils do get loads more vibrant when you add water. They're very cool. I mean, odd mix of colours for a watercolour palette there, isn't it? Some more pigment. I don't want the brush strokes in this bit. I still want it quite. Just try and take some off the. Oh, be careful of splashing. There we go. Look like it's pulled up in the corner. Clean the brush. Get some pink as well. Oh. Here we go. What next? Let's do the pencil. The pencil is blue, but I think I'm going to do it green because there's not a lot of this bright green going on. And we'll just make it a actual green pencil. That's quite fun. Pencil's gone chonk. Got a bit of a fat bottom, this pencil. Oh well. And dipping my brush upside down. That's good work. Good work. Too much water on there, I think that's bleeding into that top bit a bit. There we go. Just had a little gap here, so I put a little heart. Just because I thought it was cute. It's dry, so I'm going to I should have left those green lines until I'd coloured this in, but too late now. Too late now. Just that needs to be dark at the bottom. go. What next? The sweeties. What colour should the sweeties be? Do you want green? Try and then do a pink one as well, I think. Oh, is this dry? Yeah, let's paint some coffee. Oh, try not to smudge the sweetie. Not a lot of this dark green, so I'm going to do the handle of this brush green. No, I don't have a single brush with a green handle. We can do the bristles because they're not touching. I'll do some little lines on there once it's dry. This here is a little badge that I have. It's a blue badge with a gold star on it that I got in a coffee shop. More of a turquoise blue, but I don't have one of those, so maybe we can mix the green with it, see what colour we get. That's quite nice. And I'll use the bright green for, let's do dry quick, this is quite handy. Let's do lip, and we can get some lines down. A razor, which is a kind of grey colour. And the wood pencil. I can draw some and do the dots on the dice. Nope. Gone and made a mess. Trying to do that, it's not going to lift. They're not watercolour pencils, so maybe I'll use the gouache to hide it a little bit. That doesn't look too messy. Gouache, it's fun to say. Let's try. I'm going to draw some swirly patterns on it. And then we'll do the pink one. What now? Oh, we've got this marble down here to. I'm going to do the gouache first. Entirely sure what colour to do this. I have to just use a very light to be a bit monochrome. Do some, I'm not sure what colour gouache we'll have. I'm going to use this to just paint the marble. And we've got a little satsuma, because why not? I like satsumas. Is it a clementine or a nardicot or a mandarin? Never quite sure of the difference. Just buy whatever's on offer. Shading on it. Let's see how this colours in. Oh, it's such a nice orange. We need some blue for the, called a ferrule. I might use that blue to do some what next? Do some swirls on this sweetie. dry, so we'll do the I don't think I need to add water to that. It's quite let's just do it. Let's just do it. Hopefully it won't mix with the oh no, I'm glad I did. It looks more vibrant now. And watercolour gouache. Not much pink in this corner. Let's have some pink gouache. And an orange marble. Oh, let's do orange and green. It's contrasting colours. I need to add a little green nubbin to my orange. It's the technical name, by the way, nubbin. I'll add some little dimples, pips, holes, dots. Stab the paper. Right, still wet. I need to add some writing to it, and I need to add some details with my gouache. It's just excuse the very grubby palette. It's used for acrylic inks and get the little brush out for this. Where do we want to add some highlights? Start with here. Add it quite thick because it's a zinc white, I think, which is still relatively transparent. I usually use a titanium white, which has a bit more opaque. I can't think of my words then. Is that a big splodge up here? No, you can't really see that, but some noticeable little white highlights on my Satsuma orange. Oh, I've got Mandarin. Don't start that again. Right. I can do this without smudging anything. Just about. Nice big light down there. Little highlight on the marble, don't we? Along the top of the lip balm. Add some more to this coffee cup. And the eraser, the sweeties. Not sure where it would really need it on this mouse, but little one in the heart, and then I wanted to try and hide some of this mess a little bit. Not really working with this particular shade of paint, but it's helping, it's helping. Yeah. Not sure this is my best work, but that's my hodge-podge. Watercolour paint, mouse, lip balm, satsuma, badge, gouache, marble, sweeties, dice, heart, book, coffee, pencil. I will just show you before I go the Scrawler sketch prompt this week. Come out on Saturday was lemons, so I made a bunch of bookmarks and included lemons as one of the. So I've got this one here, seaside, melons, little calm bubbles with a bit of silver leaf on, and some pylons. Electrical wires, things. So I just thought I'd show you those briefly. But yeah, here's my Scrawler challenge. Had fun with it. I do wish I had a fine liner just to sort of accentuate some of these. Just if I just add some sort of darker bits with this. Getting gouache all over my hand. Trying to add a bit of extra contrast here, but not sure it's quite the effect I wanted. Never finished, are we, when we make? Oh. There we go. I think that's a little bit better, isn't it? There we go. Call it a day. Thank you very much for watching. See you again soon.